Yo, what's up guys? You got PokeaimMD here with the Groudon Spotlight. Now, this is a regular Groudon Spotlight, not Primal Groudon. Not too many people left teams for this. I think only 3 people from the time I actually put them together. So I actually built my own team, so we have 4 teams today. And honestly, Groudon does not really have a place in the Ubers tier. The only reason you use Groudon in the Ubers tier is because it's holding a red orb and Primal reverting to Primal Groudon. Otherwise, if you put Groudon on your team, you're automatically weak to Primal Kyogre because you can't put Primal Groudon on your team. And obviously, Groudon's Sun doesn't come up in Primordial Sea. And there's only so many answers to Primal Kyogre in the tier. There's Primal Groudon, there's Ferrothorn. That's about it, honestly. Everything else, Giratinas get worn down. Blissies can be 2-hit KO'd by by Water Spout, depending. Especially because Blissies don't run leftovers, they run Shed Shell. But yeah, so Primal Groudon doesn't really have a place in the tier. It's honestly D-ranked. It's actually D-ranked in the viability rankings. But we have some cool teams anyway that are trying to use Z. On the team that I built, I'm using PokeaimMD to lure or to beat down Arceus Ground to help support a few other Pokemon I have on the team. But we have PokeaimMD right here by King Dangerous J. By the way, I hope everybody's having a great day. I hope you all having a great day, night, and whatnot. And we have some sticky web right here. I was testing the team a little bit. Kind of tough because, like I said, you're automatically in a bad situation when you use this. This thing used to be in Oras, a Primal Groudon answer, but that was back when they were all running physical or support. Now they run Eruption. Now they actually run Lava Plume more, or mainly Eruption. And again, like when I bring this thing in, team's automatically weaker to Primal Kyogre. Like Primal Kyogre can come in and click Scald. I can't do crap. But we got a game. There's a Nithiel. Ooh. I do have Nuzzle. Assuming that could be Taunt and Veltal. We're going to lead off with my Smeargle right now. My Groudon's job in this game will be to hopefully get rid of that Zygarde. He leads a Veltal. He could Taunt immediately. But just U-turns out and gets a crit, which is a little bit annoying because now I'm closer to Iron Barb's damage. But Obstacle Zygarde. You max speed. Yeah, I don't think that matters as much. So, I don't have a switch into this monster. I guess I'll taunt, that way he can't sub or anything. Yeah, I don't mind him Sludge Waving me. He actually doesn't switch into to Ogre well, especially because I'm Water Spout, which is why I'm going to click it right now. And this is the whole thing, like when you're not running Primal Groudon, look how weak your team is to Ogre. Ferrothorn is not an answer, guys. This is 504 Special Attack Water Spout. Let's see how much it does. I'm going to assume close to 50. Yo. $51. Chillin', man. Have fun. This month's set up for my Salamence, but at the same time, not really. I'd rather get rid of it for Necrozma because I think that my Necrozma can win the game. So, I appreciate that. As you can see, this is like that's what I talked about. Like, if you're not running a Primal Groudon, Ferrothorn is barely an answer to this thing. As you can see, I was able to 2-hit KO Ferrothorn right there. So, barely an answer to this mon. Throw off a Scald as he Dark Pulses. I only got damage on a Veltal just because it supports my Groudon in the back. So, I can easily go out into my, I'm assuming that's Scarf, but I can easily go out to my Arceus Fairy right now. Actually, I did a lot. That could be, just Specs? It might be Specs. We'll get up our rocks. Though he is going to be able to bring out his Arceus Water. And I don't have Toxic on the team, so I'd much rather Will-O-Wisp him. He can definitely defog. However, a Veltal is low, which is absolutely incredible for my Groudon. And right here, this is like the easiest Necrozma Dusk Mane switching of my life. As he goes Gengar, incredible play on my opponent's part, for sure. Probably gonna Will-O-Wisp if he has it. Ooh. Wait. Interesting. Oh, he was trying to trap. He wasn't trying to trash. He was trying to trap my mom. As he unfortunately misses the Will-O-Wisp. And that's something I definitely didn't see coming. The idea was SD on his recover. Okay, so I can't set up with this. Defog, Will-O-Wisp. Could just be Judgment. Either way, he doesn't switch into Kyogre. So I don't mind him Will-O-Wisping me. Especially because this is a free Scald. Yes, it does allow him to go out to Gengar after and trap me. However, like this mon's a problem too. Like the Will-O-Wisp, this would not be a problem if I had a regular Groudon. But I think I'll be able to SD up a Groudon versus Magearna, which will be the plan. And attempt to do something from there. Ideally, he doesn't notice the fact that I'm not Primal Groudon. I'll be honest, like I might not notice the fact that it's a regular Groudon too. Hard Gengar on what I think he expects to be a Thunder, so that's going to be a dead Gengar. That's incredible. That's something that doesn't get to trap me. Yveltal comes out. Can easily just go into my Arceus Fairy. Again, I'm trying to bring in my Mon on the Magearna to set up. That's definitely specs. Like, what the hell? You are doing way too much damage. And I don't really mind if this thing hits me with Flare Cannon, because I can just recover off the damage. As he goes for Volt Switch. So now I'm in a range where he can't actually beat me 1v1 with this Mon. And I think hard Primal Kyogre is the play, because he should recover here. And then we'll hit him with a Thunder and try and put him in range of my Arceus Fairy. Because if he goes for Ice Beam or whatever, like look how little that does. So he doesn't recover this damage is what I'm trying to say. And I don't have to bother predicting anything. Like I don't have to bother predicting Zygarde. Him missing Will-O-Wisp was really, really, really lame. Like for sure. I'm gonna go Groudon right now. Because if he goes Arceus Water, to be honest, he could just Volt Switch, but I want to set up on this thing. That's the thing. So I'm gonna go hard Groudon. And we're gonna attempt to get that Zygarde. That's completely fine. I got my Dragonian right here, so as long as he doesn't start, I don't mind him glaring, as long as he doesn't coil. Let's see how much this actually does. This is probably gonna put him in father form. Yep. That's Dragon Claw again. It's not like he beats. Okay, he could clear. He could start Dragon Dancing. He doesn't beat Arceus Fairy though. Man, if he glares right here, great play. Exactly. This is just Judgment, and that'll knock this boy out. Like as long as he's not boosting, and the fact that my Groudon can always come in on my Magearna is really nice too. Yep. Because he's Volt Switch, I doubt he is Flash Cannon, so we'll just recover off, and nothing on his team. Like, if he Volt Switches, nothing can beat me. I'm max speed, so it's not a speed tie versus Arceus Water. I'm going to get up my rocks because Magearna should definitely be coming in, and I want to pressure that Arceus Water so it doesn't have it switching anymore. And then we'll Willow the Magearna to wear it down. And if he goes for Flare Cannon or Hard Swap or whatever, I just sack Kyogre. And goes for Volt Switch. So again, like, Zygarde comes out. He's trying to PP stall me, which makes a lot of sense. I'll sack Ogre and getting Groudon. Yeah. It's the same thing. I think I have way too many for him to actually PP stall me. I'm not gonna bother switching because, like, again, the fact that Stealth Rock plus this is canceling out his recovery. Pain Split. Unboosted too. Oof. Let me just Dragon Claw right here. I don't want him going with Yveltal. Actually, yeah, I don't want him going with Yveltal. I'm gonna double out into my Arceus Fairy because I think that covers the Yveltal play. Yveltal has one switch in left, and that also covers the Zygarde play. Yep. That's an easy Sunsteel Strike. Even if he Pain Splits, so be it. He just opts the Volt Switch, which means that I think even if he recovers right here and burns me, I still get my the boost that I need. We could just spam Earthquake, because I think this will still do a decent chunk to Arceus, yeah. That's still a fire chunk. And the fact that he can't... That's still good damage. If he wants to keep recovering, I should keep him low. I should honestly just be focusing on keeping him low as opposed to SDing up. And that other time, okay, fine. I'll stun Steel Strike right here just in case he wants to go hard at Veltal. It's funny because if I was Z, like right now, it'd be a wrap. But because even with the burn, although of course the burn earlier mattered, him not burning me earlier mattered a whole lot because I was in this position to be able to ISD. But yeah, Sax Magirna, which means no judgment switchings, which is awesome. A Veltal comes out, which gives me Arceus Fairy. As he Dark Pulses, yep, and that is a free KO right now because I am max speed, and Arceus Water doesn't typically run max speed. This is boosted, exactly, and that should be game. Because Arceus Water, like I said, does not run max speed. GG, dude. And the fact that Groudon weakened Zygarde to the point where I could actually knock it out with Judgment, but besides that, it didn't really get to do much in this game. Primal Kyogre, like you got to see how well Primal Kyogre does in a game where you don't have your own Primal Groudon. There's a reason why Primal Groudons run on almost every single team. It's the best Pokemon undisputed in the tier, and it keeps everything together. So now we have a weakness policy, Groudon by Zing. Again, we don't really know like how can we use this mon. To be fair, I fought this dude while testing. Boy, smacked me. Rest Talk. I do have Defog on Arceus Fire, which is pretty cool. I love Ferrothorn in this. Can't be put to sleep. Beats Smeargle 1v1. He has Taunt, Roar, if I'm not mistaken. Sticky Web. So I don't mind that. Unfortunately, this does give him an opportunity to set up with Necrozma and whatnot, especially if he taunts me. And none of my... I hate fighting Webs and Ubers. Using Webs and Ubers is scary too, especially when you don't have like a dedicated defogger. And like the teams that I use for Webs don't necessarily have taunt, right? So, Smeargle goes down. Beautiful. Diancie is sub, or Earth Power rather, Stealth Rock if I'm not mistaken. If it goes for sub, that doesn't matter either. I don't mind getting rid of this. This thing, it's not like Ferrothorn is the most useful mon in the tier, or for me to use. And the fact that he gives me Diancie and that mon makes it a lot easier. Why's the music so low? Shout out to Mimor, by the way. Well, Toxic right here as he goes for Fire Blast. I'm not gonna bother switching into my Primal Kyogre when look how poorly he deals with it, right? So I could have won Arceus Fire, but he definitely would have taunted me. He doesn't switch into this, is what I'm trying to say. I got a burn, which is nice too. Does my Celesteela lets him set up? Oh god, I'm so weak to. Alright, we'll go Arceus Fire here. It's not like I'm actually gonna be able to defog. I think this might be an L. I can Toxic the Zygarde, or excuse me, I can defog. I can try and defog, but he's gonna go out into his Veltal right here. That was another thing I was thinking about too when looking at this. I was like, how's this thing gonna activate weakness policy? Maybe like an Ice Beam from a weak Arceus type. That's about it. And I don't even think I knock it out after I get +2. Any Pokemon he goes out into, I think will win the game. Like literally right now. You go Veltal. If you go Zygarde, even if I defog, I don't think I win. I'm gonna attempt to click defog. It's not like I can switch in. I'm Arceus Fire. Still cool mon though. You definitely have taunt. And this Dark is gonna do like 70%, man. Yeah, I can't win this thing. Big game. I can't beat this matchup. That just straight up. Webs already puts me at a disadvantage, and the fact that I can't beat Veltal because my Fairy Resist or my Dark Resist doesn't exist on this team. So like Arceus Fairy might work a little bit better, but this is really cool for wearing down like. Honestly, I think this would be a lot better if this was Arceus Fairy. But Arceus Fire is cool for, I guess, Necrozma. But even then, Earthquake is tearing this thing apart. Rest Talk Ogre. This thing can honestly win its own. Fizz F Celesteela, which hasn't seen that much usage either these days, in my opinion. I've from what I've played and what I've even seen, I don't think Celesteela is seeing that much usage these days. I'd much rather use like a Fizz F Ho, to be honest. Which I guess Arceus Fire is trying to be. Arceus Fire is like a Ho answer. It's like a Toxic it and then go Primal Kyogre. I wish Primal Kyogre had the same Spadef that it does defense, because then it'd actually be such a beautiful switch into Primal Groudon. Like, why am I taking so much from Side Strike? That was a life from Side Strike, doing 68. I got max defense, max HP. Side Strike obviously it's on the physical side, for those of you that might be wondering. But yeah, this Mon would definitely be broken if this Mon were gone. I'm just not going to sugarcoat it. That's the kit. I might be able to activate my weakness policy on if this Arceus type is not something else that it actually is. Yeah. I love Naganadel as a lead because I think it just matches through exactly Kyurem White. So we're gonna switch just in case he Ice Beams. He could also Draco. I'll go Kyogre to give him mid-ground play. He might not want to stay in because he could be, yeah, Arceus Fairy. Reveals Arceus Fairy, so that's good. So now what I want to do is actually go out into my Ferrothorn. This scouts for Toxic, but mainly, and that's awesome that it's Arceus Fairy, by the way, because that means that I can potentially beat it. Hey, man. But mainly, because he could definitely go Primal Groudon right now, I don't want to have Kyogre in when he has a Primal Groudon. Also, Arceus Fairy is the one Arceus that doesn't run. Appreciate that. Have fun. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, bro. I just realized my Ferrothorn has no hazards. I have no Stealth Arc on this team. And he has a Kyurem. Yeah, so I knew Groudon was coming in there. Which is why I pivoted in. I actually should have pivoted into the Naganadel. I was in with Naganadel. What am I saying? No, I should have pivoted into Naganadel. So we'll go Ogre. That means I can throw off a Scald. If he throws off a max attack press with his blades, I am pretty much 2 KO'd. That's just it. But this avoids Eruption as well as he goes Kyurem White. I like this game. Draco is definitely a play. I'm going to go Arceus Fire because I can Toxic. I'll live a Specs Draco too. Jesus, that does so much damage. What? I don't even think I live the second one. But I don't want to go Celesteal. Actually, I do want to go Celesteal because I can. You know what, let me try and recover because in the off chance he switches, yeah, I can get a Toxic off on something. He can Thunder Wave me or Hex me or whatnot, but wearing down Giratina is going to help my Groudon out. Maybe do something. I don't want him Will-O-Wisp-ing me. I kind of doubt he would. I feel like he'd still Thunder Wave if you have it. I'm not 100% sure like what you do right here. That's definitely Specs Kyurem. Had I Leech Seeded, maybe it might have helped me out, but I think this was just a better opportunity to get my Arceus back to hopefully 4, or at least found out if he's Ultra Necrozma. Yeah, nice. Toxic is definitely something he could do. We'll go Ferrothorn. I think the way we're winning this game, guys, is going to be Leech Seed through him. We're going to start Leech Seeding through him. I would really love Rocks versus the Veltal team, but that's okay. Oh, God. Hello. I can never attack with this thing, too. I'm resting, yep. I knew you were going to say it. I have 2 steals. So we're going to be able to rest with my Kyogre, which is really nice. As Groudon comes in, which is not that nice. He could go for Eruption here, too, if he wanted to. To be honest, I'll go Groudon myself. I have Press His Blaze, and this is my answer to it. Let me Dragon Claw real quick. Let's see if we can catch that Giratina and do some damage. He should go with Veltal. I'm gonna attempt to. I'm gonna attempt to weaken him right now. Yeah, I'm trying. I really am trying. Dude, look at all these free switches my opponent's getting, man. I know he hasn't gotten a Brox yet, but like, I caught me off. I can imagine, dude. I did the same thing when I see a regular Groudon. Boy's back sprite looking like Pokemon Zygarde-Darkness too. So we get Giratina with the Dragon Claw. Okay. Groudon got some damage off. Okay. Oh, hold up. That's some big damage. Hey, you trying to 2 KO, my man? Doesn't matter now. You are. Hey, okay. Groudon picked up a 2 KO on Giratina. No more pivoting into Giratina for you, sir. And Arceus Fire is probably my best play. We're not actually Toxic here. Now, I need to Toxic because I'm tired of Groudon coming in, and this Toxic, if it, please land. This Toxic, if it lands, is the equivalent of me having Stealth Rock up. So go back out on Groudon. I'm assuming he's going to go for Stealth Rock of his own. As he doubles out to cure him. Should just Ice Beam here. He could easily Ice Beam. We'll sack this as it goes Arceus Fairy. I don't have rocks, sir, so I can try. I don't have. But now Celesteela, like, he hates Celesteela so much. Like, he really just hates Celesteela so much. The fact that everything's on a timer. Necrozma can set up for sure. We'll go Groudon just to stop potentially. This could be rocks, I guess. Yeah. Go ahead and give me some recovery. I appreciate you. Look like Flamethrower too. Trying to burn something. I actually don't want to burn something because I'd much rather Toxic something. I could just go for my max attack Precious Blades. Yeah, if he goes to Veltal, I have Arceus Fire to come in after. So I will gladly sack you, my friend. I'll gladly attempt to sack you. And we'll just go for Flamethrower, I guess. I'm assuming that's Scarf of Veltal just because it's not doing any damage. I'm gonna press his Blaze because I can't let him double into Cure and White expecting my Celesteela exactly. So thankfully we get damage on this Cure and White. Everything is being set up for the Naganadel sweep. I'll just allow him to knock me out right there with Ice Beam. It's awesome because it gives me Arceus. And do I have a switch into you? No. No. No spikes on this thing either. But Double Leech is still really nice. He should go for Precious Blades here. I'll bring a Primal Kyogre just so I can double out into my Celesteela. As he unfortunately misses the Leech Seed right there. And what that allows me to, or excuse me, the Stone Edge. And the fact that he has, okay, so I could do two things. One, I can try and burn a turn, and I think I will. I think it's actually in my favor to burn this turn. Especially because he opts to go out to Arceus Fairy. So I'm going to attempt to, he shouldn't double directly into Groudon, he should go for Recover, exactly. So I'm going to burn both turns of Sleep right here. Don't Scald Burn him. And we'll get in Celesteela, because even if he gets in Groudon, he's just weakening himself, and the fact that my Kyogre wakes up now, I'm in such a better position. Take some damage. Stealth Rock offensive. Arceus Fire is we'll go Feral. He could just be Fire Punch, but I don't mind Impressive Blading me, especially because I can go Naganadel. Now if I Nasty Plot right here, I feel like I win. I feel like I win if I Nasty Plot, but I'm definitely gonna drop a Z-Draco. I don't care if you go out into your Arceus Fairy. Yeah, that's not the biggest of deals because you're still giving me a Nasty Plot. Exactly. And if I Fire Blast, I still think I win too. I'm debating going for it right now. I'm gonna do it. You can't give me that boost. You literally cannot give me the boost right now. I will win. Actually, you know, he might sack Arceus Fairy anyway. I don't think he can go hard out into Necrozma Dust Main. I really don't. So SD, I'm assuming Dual Dance Groudon with no Fire Punch. Now that this thing is actually useless to him, which is why I'm thinking that he might just give it to me. It's that Groudon, man. I need rocks. I need rocks. I need to keep Arceus Fairy alive too, Arceus Fire alive too, because he knocks out Kyurem. I need rocks. Heart of Veltal. It lives that? That's fire. That did way more than I expected. Holy crap. I just realized I'm not Spadef. I can recover on like these 40 mons, so I know I'm in the back by doing this and by protecting and whatnot. Please. Haha, that's a good game. GG. I'm not gonna play the rest of that. Like that was a losing game right there. Unfortunate, because I think I definitely still could have won, even with my 2% Celesteela. I think I still could have won. I messed up though for sure. I didn't realize a Veltal as a. I should have calced at least versus that, because I didn't realize that if I would have realized that pivot, I would have dropped the Draco for sure. But I don't, because like Celesteela was the key for winning, but I couldn't pivot into Kyogre because if he U-turn, I don't know if it even knocked out my Naganadel. Oh well. All right, so now we're gonna use the team I built. SD Groundium. I'm tired of not doing any damage with this Groudon. I'm going to use SD Groundium Z Groudon. And I'm going to do some freaking damage right now. I'm going to do some damage. I absolutely love Arceus as a lead. Especially because it's giving me rocks. As he goes Arceus Steel. That could be Defog. Defog Toxic. What set are you? We'll just go Kyogre. I'm assuming it's just Defog, but it might not be either at the same time. He could actually Toxic right here. I want an Origin Pulse so badly, but I'm gonna Ice Beam. Even though Groudon, I don't think Groudon should come in. Actually, because I want to weaken Groudon a significant amount, I'm going to go for the Calm Mind, because if that is offensive Groudon, I will be able to 2-hit KO with +1 Ice Beam. Yep. It might be a speed tie. Ideally, we won it right there, because that was just a giant threat to me. But I'm loving my Arceus type versus him. Like that was the whole reason I made that play, is because I wanted to win that tie. We'll throw off Presses Blaze. Unfortunately, we lose out on the speed tie again, so that's 2 for 2 with speed ties. But we do get rid of the Primal Groudon, which is a huge threat to my team, as you can see. I actually want a Tectonic Rage so badly right here. I'm going to, because I have Arceus Fairy. Oh. What? What set are you? What the hell is this? Is it just Metronome? What are you? Sub Dark Pulse Oblivion Wing. Are you actually Metronome? I don't see how he beats Aegislash. I really don't. Like, Defog, Judgment, Recover. Is your last move Earthquake? If it is, then, you know, that could be Aegislash. But I got Toxic here because it covers the Yveltal switch. Please land. I hate. Thank you. Doubles out to Arceus Steel. I don't know if that matters so much. Oh, it's Calm Mind. Oh, crap. Okay, yeah, that's doing some damage. I have Shucker Bear on this thing, by the way, if you guys can't see. Please sack this and don't 2-KO me. I hate those 50 to frickin' rolls, dude. That's so annoying, man. 49 to 50. And I guess his last move is Recover. Man, that's so annoying. I'm gonna get another one with my team. Forget that. I hate rolls like that, man. That's rolls, though. Those are rolls. And I'm playing this guy again, man. And what was it? Roar? Nuzzle? It's an annoying team, too. I do have Defog on my team. It's on a Veltal. That's good. Alright. Offensively, he hates Smeargle. And in fact, my best play is actually going for Thunder because I can get a para, full para, potentially. Turn 1. Let's move on to the next game. I don't like sticky web matchups, man. But let's see if we can get this para, full para, turn 1. Alright? And there we are. That was literally my best play, and I stand by it. That's why I let off with that. That is bad for you, yes, for sure. And I'm never giving up, never getting those webs up. That is terrible for my opponent. Straight up. Straight up. That's what I had to do. You gotta get a dub with this. What does my Groudon even do in this game? Really does not do much. I don't care if he side strikes. I have a Veltal. And this max special attack, Origin Pulse, will be able to knock out Mewtwo. Beautiful. Get these monsters out of here. Duskmane, let me go ahead and Origin Pulse this thing too. Gone. Max special attack, Kyogre. Max speed is a threat. Getting another one because I didn't get to show off Groudon at all. Can we just get a matchup that's not Sticky Web, that's not an Arceus Steel, that's like, that my Groudon actually wins the tie, which is the reason why I'm using SD Groundium. Perfect. Something like this, I guess. What is this? I love Kyogre. The reason I like Kyogre is because it matches up so well versus my opponent, in a sense that it weakens Giratina, it weakens Groudon, which is great for my own Groudon, but like weakening Giratina is the big one. That's actually the big one. And my Defogger doesn't care about T-Spike. So, like I said, weakening Giratina with Ice Beam, max special attack is the big one. And also weakening a potential Eruption Groudon is nice too. Which that definitely is not. I'm Ice Beam again. As he crits me with Precipice Blades. Nice. My SD right here. See if we can weaken something. I'll Stone Edge. I want to try and weaken that Giratina if he opts to go right directly into that, yeah. Nice, I get a crit. Nice revenge crit. Doesn't make up for my mom being dead, no. But Groudon being weakened is nice. I can bring in my Arceus type. And double out into my Groudon, expecting Toxapex. And just SD as he sets up a T-Spike. Why? I Stone Edged on the chance that if he goes Skarmory or Hard Giratina. And I do have Fire Punch, as you guys can see. So I will be able to deal with Skarmory right here. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Groudon putting in some work. This is what I wanted from this Pokemon. The fact that he burned me already is so good too. Get my T-Spike real quick. By that I mean Stealth Rock, because he obviously has T-Spike up. Not me. And Aegislash do not care about anything. Aegislash actually does not care about this thing. Shadow Ball first. Scald isn't going to be doing too much anyway. I do have Necrozma, which I can go out into, and it actually just wins the game right now. With rocks up. But I got to be careful about what mon I bring it in on. I think it's going to be the Diancie. Or what I can actually do is go Groudon initially on this. And again, just Stone Edge on Giratina coming in. Look at all the Stone Edges I've hit. That's fire. This thing is a problem, so I would love it to be gone. At the same time, though, I can go with Veltal safely, I think. Yeah, as he hexes. And this should give him his Giratina. Or, excuse me, his, There's no way you whisk my Veltal. I think you go out into Diancie. I'm gonna double out to Aegislash because this deals with him potentially going for Will-O-Wisp, but mainly Diancie. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm just Gyro Ball. So Giratina goes down to Fire Punch, 2 Fire Punches from Groudon. I can Gyro Ball right here and deal with Diancie. I can default. If he wants to get up rocks, that's fine too. I don't know if that's Arceus Fairy in the back or what exactly that is. But that's the hardest Groudon of my life. I'm actually going to throw off Tectonic Rage too. Hey! Good detox. Look at Groudon putting in work. Look how weak in the Giratina is. Skarmory gone. Toxapex gone. Diancie comes out. Don't mind you moonblasting me. Don't mind. And because I am actually, even if he's never, like I'm Shuckaberry. Yum. Go ahead and give me that Diancie. Okay. T-Spike literally affects nothing on my team. Arceus Dark. Crap. That mon is a problem. And he's just going to be able to refresh as well. I got to throw off Judgments till I crit him. That sucks. After all that, I can still lose to Arceus Dark. But to be fair, I am using a balanced type of team. I literally have to throw off Judgments till I crit. I should recover right here because I don't think I've been in range of his Judgment, yeah. He goes for another one. 13. Like I have to throw off, I have to crit the Judgment, man. Man, after at least I got to show off what Groudon did, which I'm really happy about. But like, it just sucks I have to crit a Judgment. What is the damage, by the way? Come on, buddy. Come on, Arceus. I need you to crit this Judgment. I need you to crit any of the Judgments. That'd be really nice. I can't recover anymore. Crit! No. Good game. That was one I don't think I was beating, period. Like, I don't think I was beating that without a crit. Like, that's the team. But I'm just really happy that Groudon put in work in that game. Like, Groudon put in a ridiculous amount of work. So at least I got to show something that Primal Groudon can do. Even though, obviously, making the team Calm Mind Arceus would help me not lose to Dark. But, like, you literally lose to that mon if you don't have Mars Shadow anyway. Or Calm Mind Arceus Fairy. Arceus Dark is broken. It's actually not, but, like, again, if you don't have... Well, because it's Calm Mind Refresh, if you don't have, like, a dedicated fighting type like Mars Shadow or a Xerneas slash Geomancy Xerneas or Calm Mind Arceus Fairy, it kind of... Or like Mega Lucario kind of wrecks through. Sucks, man. At least I got to show what Groudon can do. And then we got another Sticky Web freaking matchup that I hate. I'm Heat Rock on this Groudon. Shout out to my boy Mo. The great thing is, though, I laid off a Shaman and I flinched his entire team to death. In a perfect world. I'll bring in Groudon. Even if he gets up his Sticky Web, I don't care. I'm actually going to get my rocks because like this Groudon has Heat Rock, so that supports Blaziken doing Flare Blitz doing a lot, and also I don't have Growth. Damn, I'm just Bloom Doom. Okay, that Flare Cannon did so much damage. Holy crap! He could easily go Smeargle here too, but if I'm max speed, I feel like you go Giratina. Yo, I'm Heat Rocking. His Eruption's gonna... It doesn't actually boost Eruption because he already has a son of his own. That's funny though. He actually does go Smeargle. Wow. A Fire Punch. Break his Sash. T-Spike. T-Spike. Really, of all things? Do I have default on this team? I do on Giratina? Yeah, Sticky Web, obviously, but T-Spike? Weird. Okay, Heat Rock again is supposed to boost Shaman's HP Fire and Blaziken's Flare Blitz, but what is my Kyogre on this squad? Calm Mind Offensive. Okay. That's cool. Arceus Ground comes out. I can't let it get a sub versus me, so I will be sacking this to get in my Giratina to defog away those hazards. And what I think I want to do is actually double out to Blaziken, expecting him to want to go out, or anticipating him to want to go out to Magearna right now. I don't think he should stay in. This beast went for Icy Wind. Whoa. The hell? That fight has Icy Wind Arceus Ground. That's fire. He's gonna go Magearna now too. Does that matter? I guess I have my own Magearna as a pivot. Shaman can deal with this. Shaman might be able to break through this core. Lucario's Bullet Punch is a problem. In fact, Lucario in general is a problem, but the fact that there's no T-Spike up is nice. He just doubles out the Groudon here too. Ah, such a problem. Flare Cannons and misses. I'll Flare Cannon myself. If he wants to go Groudon, at least I get to weaken it a little bit. I'm not going hard Kyogre. Hell no. Kyogre comes in for free after, and it hopefully gets a KO. Then again, if it's just Rock Polish, or kind of wins. So you can get Dragon Tail the hell out of here. Bro, are you gonna be Dragon Claw regular? That does so much damage. It's a crit, but like, it is what it is. I Dragon Magearna. Just funny. I guess it could be Volt Switch. Ideally, he's not. I think Volt Switch is so. Okay, so best case, he's not max speed. I'm not max speed on Kyogre either. I'm liquidation on this one. I was mixing. Wait, this is not the same team. This is the team I made. Duh. Okay, so I'm offensive. I can use my Kyogre a little bit differently. So goes Press Blaze, which is good. Allows me to bring in Young Ogre right here, and I don't care about Giratina coming out because you know what, Giratina ain't a threat. This is Groudon that's a big threat, and he thankfully sacks it. So I had no switch into this monster, but I understand the thought process because he knows he goes Lucario right now and gets a KO. I have to flinch Magearna to death. I need, like, Arceus is at 50% and like Giratina dead to do anything with Blaziken. Can't even switch out versus this monster. I have Earth Power. If he goes Giratina, I can try and Air Slash, flinch it to death. So go for Earth Power right here. I have Bloom Doom to knock out. Hopefully Arceus ground. I don't care if he gets a special attack drop on me. I'm going right out. Or if he opts to give me that special attack drop, he could just Volt Switch, to be honest, which is insanely safe too. Or you know, you could just bring out the Arc Ground, which is pretty cool too. You know, that's a problem. I feel like the way he's been playing, he won't actually predict. If he Icy wins, I'm screwed. But like, I need all three of these Pokemon to win. Nice. I'm gonna Air Slash here too. Please, please. Alright. Go ahead and give me this Arceus ground. Appreciate that. Beautiful. Still not looking the best, but switching to Flare Blitz are non-existent now. And also, I'm pretty sure Magearna eats a close combat at this point. The alternative is he should Volt Switch here. I actually don't think I live it at that point, at that range. I think if he didn't go for, if he went for Fluid, I think I lived it. Yeah, it's funny because at the end of the day, I still needed Air Slash here because it covers Giratina / Magearna. He should never let me weaken Giratina, to be completely honest. That's a. All right, well, maybe he'll give this to me. Don't mind if I do. I mean, what choice do I have besides clicking Air Slash? What did Groudon do in this game? Nothing. It got a Brox that got blown away. I thought it was Growth Shaman because it was Heat Rock. I think that's what it was supposed to be, Growth Shaman. Like, I believe that's what it was supposed to be. Now he goes Lucario and Bullet Punches, but I had to. It depends on if the Giratina has Shadow Sneak. He goes Luke and has to Bullet Punch. I've showed Protect. I still lose regardless. Yeah, I still lose regardless, I think. I have Hidden Power Ice as my main hit. Our main attack. Man, having a Primal Groudon on any of these teams. At least I'm showing you guys the truth, man. I'm hindering myself in building. I mean, this was my team, but like even in general. I think this is supposed to be Growth, though, because it has Heat Rock, which boosts Laser Game, but also Growth gets +2 in the sun. Gotta try and dodge something. Yeah, good game, Real. Alright, well, I hope you guys all enjoyed. I tried. I really did. Groudon did put in work in a few games, but like most of the games were just L's. But I do hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, my friends.